Hey, this is Deepesh, and this is the third part of the content planning matrix. What I'm going to show you here is how to actually apply the matrix. So hopefully you've been through parts 1 and 2, and this is the example, or there's actually a few different examples. I'm going to show you how I've put them together for the avatar, for the ad copy, and also for the overall structure as well. Now, the avatar for me is the most important part of this because it's something I use still day in and day out, and it really helps me to clarify a lot of the concepts that will help me to kind of get my ad copy great, even my videos and my funnel as well. So in this example, I'm using organic smoothies. That's what they are. It's quite simple, organic smoothies. Who are they targeting? Health conscious millennials. So I'm completely making this up. This isn't a client, this isn't a project, anything like that. This is just here as an example. Now, what are the emotional, intangible benefits? It makes you feel more energized. It boosts your immune system. It improves memory. It supports weight loss. Improves muscle retention and mass. Now, I've made these up, so don't critique this and say, smoothies can't do this, whatever. This is just an example to show you the benefits that I'm going for, which you cannot really quantify. So, improve memory, how much, supports weight loss, how exactly. And then I go through my functional benefits. Lasts a month with daily use. Contains apple cider vinegar, which improves gut health. Contains 34 milligram of plant protein, whatever. I've just made all of these up, but just to illustrate some of the functional benefits. But also the why not. It's expensive, don't want a subscription. So this example, let's say it's $59 and it's a monthly subscription. There could be barriers there. It won't work for me. I've never heard of this company. It's not safe. I don't know why that isn't showing. It's not safe. Shipping cost. Where's the proof? So these are just examples I've pulled through. So what I would be doing in going back to the training is I would take one of these emotional hooks and these benefits, and that would be the lead for my ad. So if it makes you feel more energized, then I'm going to focus my ad all on energizing you. I might pull in a few of these later on, but I'm just thinking of the first 2 lines in my ad copy, but the same applies to my video as well. So it makes you feel more energized. Think about video. You've got literally the first few seconds to attract someone into actually viewing your video. If your video doesn't autoplay on Facebook, then your thumbnail has to do that job. So if I'm thinking about makes you feel more energized, I want my video to feel like it's just starting at the right moment. It hits you at that moment where you actually understand this is going to make me feel more energized. I can feel some energy in the video, in the visual example. Then this forms other parts of my copy. So like I might have functional benefits with some tick emojis or something like that. But then I'm also playing on some of the why nots, and I'll pull these out and I'll test them. So it makes you feel more energized, etc., etc., etc. It lasts a month, it's organic, etc. I don't know, and you might say backed by 10,000 other people like you, approved by the FDA, free shipping, etc., etc. So all of a sudden you're breaking down those barriers, all those reasons why someone would choose not to buy your product. You're breaking them down. Even if you have a pay plan, if you have a more expensive product, you can play around with the ad copy to see how you can actually turn that interest into clicks. So this is the 5W avatar. Then the client ad copy. So I'm just going to change that to ad copy. So the ad copy here is then giving an example. So this one, want to boost your immune system and bring back great health. So I'm using boost your immune system as my hook. And this attention part, so if you recall from the previous notes on ad copy, we're looking at the awareness, interest, desire, and action. So it's the big, bold statement we're playing with here. So the ad copy is really creating that really strong hook. How can I break someone's flow in the newsfeed and get them interested in my ad? I talk about the thumbnail and the first 2 lines of ad copy as the most important, but also bear in mind, I'm just generalizing the newsfeed here, but the same concepts apply for different ad formats. So for example, a story ad, you still need to take people through this funnel. Even though your real estate is shorter, you're probably not going to have much copy, you still need to grab their attention, tweak their interest, create desire, and pass off an action. So like one of the biggest things about story ads, people forget to actually tell people to swipe down. Like it's not obvious to everyone what the action is, or swipe up. It's not obvious to people what the action is that they need to take. So just don't assume, whether you're in the news feed or it's a video or whatever, and you've got an action, don't assume they know what to do. So here's my ad copy. Want to boost your immune system and bring back great health. Now, if you're in my target market and I'm running a prospecting ad, and let's say I'm targeting people who, it could be any age, immune systems are important obviously for older people, but even younger people, especially workaholics and things like that. So that's the kind of first thing. Then the interest is taking that down to the next level. Our immune systems take a real pounding from our hectic lifestyles. Not enough sleep, not enough nutrition. What you want them to do here is to say yes. Like, there's a concept that I got from Russell Brunson called the trial close. The more you can get them to say yes for things which are kind of, there's no other choice but to say yes if they're in your kind of flow, then you've got more chance of them taking a positive action. So really here, I want them to say yes to as many things as possible. So first of all, they've done one here. Want to boost your immune system and bring back great health. In their mind, they're saying yes, because that's the reason why they're looking at your ad. So I'm creating a few more here. Immune systems take a pounding, not enough, So you might change that to say, perhaps you don't get enough sleep. Perhaps you don't have enough nutrition. Perhaps air pollution is trapping germs in the air and making you feel bad. So just try and think about the way you can actually create these trial closes and really build that interest. So you've hooked them in, now build that interest, and then create the desire. What's the new state that you're giving them? So imagine waking up and feeling energized for the day ahead with a simple 20-second routine packed full of antioxidants, immune strengthening superpowers, and all natural ingredients designed to sustain you through the day, etc. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm reading that back and thinking, you know what, I would be interested in that. But, that's the thing that you need to do. Hook. Yes, I'm interested. I want this this change of state. Now, ignore the formatting and stuff. I probably wouldn't put it in such blocky format. This is just here for illustration. But this is to break down the concepts and how I'm breaking out my copy. And then the action. Click below to see our latest range of natural organic smoothies designed for the busy lifestyle. Just add water, mix and go. And then I might have a link, might not have a link. Now, I'm not saying that every single ad that you push out needs this much copy. You could just have a hook. I've run many ads where I just have a hook and a great video. And I might actually just have the hook and then the action. So, want to boost your immune system and bring back great health. I've got a great video playing. It might be 30 seconds, for example. And then click below to see our latest range of natural to then bring them in. So, this interest and desire part isn't always done in the copy. Sometimes it's done in your visuals, whether it's a carousel or a video or a different visual format. But this is still the format that I go for. Then breaking down the previous view of emotional states, the intent and the awareness. This is giving you an example, a live example from an old client of ours regarding personalized baby products. So you can kind of go through this and it gives you an idea of how we were actually breaking out the different ways we can influence people to buy. So limited edition personalized baby blanket. The fact that we've got this personalized baby blanket, it's an emotional sell. Now, if the intent is kind of low, you could argue that this limited edition baby blanket isn't quite right for this particular stage. It's probably worth saying that this was actually constructed at the time of high promotion, so going into Q4, and we wanted to be a lot more salesy and a lot more aggressive than we normally would. Otherwise, generally, I wouldn't be serving this kind of offer here. These are kind of listing out the types of hooks, so perfect for a baby, organic, handmade, etc., etc., and then kind of going further down and looking at different ways that we can cut through. So free 30-day return. As they become more aware of our product, then we can actually start to convey these as well. These are the different ad formats that we were using, and then the kind of different formats that we actually used for that product as well. So that's just there as a reference point. But as a recap, the core thing I want you to take away is how important this document is to really understand your avatar and to be able to create your ad copy. So for example, right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I could quite easily create 5 examples of my ad copy, or 5 angles for my audience, and then start to pull out the functional benefits and the reasons why they wouldn't buy, and trying to break them down as well. You know, I haven't even included the reason why they shouldn't buy, but that would be something I would test. First of all, I want to hook people in, so chances are I would run a variant of this with a video ad. If they didn't click, I don't care, because I'm going to retarget them based on video views, and then start to break those barriers down. Like, once they've viewed a video, let's say 50 or 75%, and not clicks, that's now where I want to break down those barriers. Give them no reason to say no. Start working on those trial closes and get them further down the intent process to hopefully take the action that we want them to take.